Welcome, race fans, to the All-American Racing League's Chiari Awareness 150 at Richmond Raceway. We are the All-American Sim Racing Network, bringing to you tonight the AARL Lawn Care Truck Series. This is their 7th event tonight. In the booth with me is David Lerfano and Joshua Hetrick. Guys, how's it going tonight? Hey guys, how's it going tonight?
Oh, not too bad, Hillbilly. How about yourself?
A little under the weather, but we're going to make it through. Unfortunately, I wasn't talking to you guys. I had a little issue there on the back end, but we'll make sure we get that straightened out, and we are good to go. Looks like these trucks are putting some fast times down in practice. We're doing an open qualifier for this event, which is a little different than what we normally do. But qualifying is underway. They have 10 minutes of qualifying. We may shorten that up, so don't go anywhere if you're watching from home. But I'm ready to see what these trucks can do. Running on this track last night, trucks seemed a little bit tight, but overall, it's a fast track. It's a tight track. 3/4 of a mile, I believe, here at Richmond Raceway.
Yeah, I mean, Richmond, 3/4 mile, short track, great race. Yeah, they usually put on a great show here. I know we had the last couple weeks off, so it's great to be back to the track here and watch these drivers do what they do best, and hopefully they put on a good show for us tonight.
And I have no doubt that's going to be the case. Again, at the top of the charts in practice, we have Peter Terrio running a 22 flat. That's pretty good time around here, based on, I think it was 2/10 over the next driver. However, the fast laps don't always matter, especially when there's 150 laps in the race.
Yeah, absolutely. As we sit there and see Peter Terry at the top of the charts, Jonathan May right now, not far behind him, maybe 3/400ths of a second. And it's tight right now through the top. Looks like the top 5 or 6 are all within 1/10 of a second. So should be some tight racing. The one thing with this track is these guys really have to watch their throttle on the exit of the corners here, off of turn 2 and off of turn 4. Turn 2 especially, the track kind of flattens out there as you come up out of that corner. Really wants to kick the rear of these trucks around, so they're going to be a handful here all night.
Yeah, absolutely. And, we haven't raced these trucks in 2 weeks, and I believe they're coming off the last race at Michigan. So this is a big change for these drivers tonight in the trucks, going 2 weeks without having an event, and then going straight into this 3/4 mile, kind of tight racetrack, tight setup. It is a fixed setup, but it's going to make for some good racing, I think.
Yeah, it's going to be real tight, close quarters. It's not very big, and we've got a lot of trucks on the grid tonight. So everybody's going to have to give each other a little bit of space, get those green flag runs just kind of moving, spread out a little bit, and hopefully have a clean one.
Yeah, to give the folks at home an idea what we're looking at in the point standings 7 races in, we have Kyle Purcell in first position in the points with 195. Peter Terrio is back 1 point in second. Third is Jackson Minter at 178 points, so he has a little to make up. Donald Manning is fourth at 170. Fifth is Christian Delgado, 162. Rodney Uberpacker is in sixth. Seventh is Travis Juggles Rodriguez. Eighth is Jeremy Flanagan. He's got 149 points, so he's about 45 points back, 44. Sean Purcell is tied there for 8th with Jeremy Flanagan. And then 10th, we have Nathan Christensen. 11th, Eli Raposa. 12th, Justin Horton. And I believe it's the top 12 that'll move on after race 9. Is that correct?
Yeah, top 12 will go around into the next round. So we're watching that cut line right there. Justin Horton in 12th, just 6 points behind him. You got Larry Garnes in 13th. Darius Sharon 9 points back. Scott Leonard 10 points back. Tyrone 14. Evan Watkins 15. And right around that cut line there is going to be tough. 3 races to go here in the regular season.
And unfortunately, I'm not seeing Larry Garnes in the field tonight, nor am I seeing who else was it there? Scott Leonard. So with those two guys missing, it's really gonna make it difficult for them to get back into the points. But sometimes this is sim racing, and sometimes real life gets I don't want to say in the way, but takes precedence over sim life a lot of times, and that's unfortunate because I know these guys really wanted to race their way in, but it kind of is what it is.
Yeah, unfortunately, sometimes real life events get in the way of what a lot of us do for fun, and but I'm sure they'll bounce back and be back here next week and keep it rolling along.
Speaking of which, I want to mention that one of our longtime drivers and a really good guy in this league has been in since before I even joined. Chad Snyder. Chad Snyder's been out with an injury. He is racing tonight with that injury. Matter of fact, he's still in an air cast, I believe it is, or a boot. So he wanted to try it. He wanted to see if he could make it work. And I look forward to seeing him on track tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's great to have Chad Snyder back behind the wheel. It's too bad that he missed the bulk of the season due to a broken ankle. So we'll see how he does tonight. And it looks like qualifying is over, and we're gonna start lining them up. So it looks like on the pole here was Jason Higginbotham. We'll start first. To his outside will be Peter Terrio. Starting third will be Dale Duke. Fourth will be Lilith Peters. 5, John Higgins. 6 will be Johnny May. 7th will be Kyle Purcell. On the outside, in 8th will be Travis Rodriguez. 9th, Evan Watkins. And 10th will be Christian Delgado.
And starting behind Delgado, 11th, Jackson Minner in the 25, followed by Rodney Uberpacker at the 29. Eli Raposa in the 13th, Justin Horton 14th, Tyrone Yo 15th, Jeremy Flanagan in 16th, Chad Snyder 17th, Ryan Everhart 18th, Nathan Christensen toward the bottom here in 19th with Donald Manning, Adam Angerstein, and David Sharon kind of rounding out the field.
Yeah, absolutely. This looks like it's going to be a good race tonight. Should be taking the grid here shortly. See if we can
and while we're sitting here waiting to grid, this young man we're looking at right now here, Peter Terrio, it was brought to our attention. I guess he races in real life in Legends cars. He raced last night, was involved in a pretty bad wreck at his local track. Luckily he was okay with just some minor bumps and bruises, so luckily, glad to see that he was okay in that wreck last night. So see if he can rebound and do this here in the sim tonight and get it done.
Yeah, with the speed that Peter was putting down in practice, I was really surprised to see Jason Higginbottom jump up there. But, man, he laid down a good lap and is our pole sitter for tonight. Tonight, you'll notice we're bringing to you some different camera angles than you've seen with us in the past. Hope you're going to enjoy the show. We're going to try to put on the best show we can for you guys tonight.
Yeah, so as they get down in here to 3, they're going to be looking for the green flag this time. Bye.
It looks like the pace car's got another lap or so before we get going. The pace car brings them under the flag stand.
It's going to be 2 laps here on the short tracks. Yeah, this should be fun to watch after these guys having 2 weeks off. I think they're itching to get back going here. Give us one heck of a show, hopefully. Again, Jason Higginbotham will lead him to the green with Peter Terrio to his outside.
And we're going to watch Barney here in the flag stand as he's going to wave that green flag once the pace car is on pit road. As the trucks come around, send them away, Barney, send them away. And the green flag is out. We are underway in the Chiari 150.
Higginbotham got the jump there on the start. Peter Terrio held a really strong line on that outside. It's clear of him. See if he comes down and gets to that bottom, or if he wants to run the middle coming off 4 here.
Yeah, Peter Terrio got a very good start there. And it looks like the 67 of Dale Duke is closing in on the second place driver of Jason Higginbotham.
Yeah, it looks like everyone's being nice and patient here in the first few laps. Let these air pressures come up a little bit. This track is really slick, especially on fresh tires, so it's good as we get a caution.
Caution is out. I'm not really sure what I saw. That I saw anything. Looks like Adam Angerstein might have had an issue. Let's go back and take a look. They're already sideways here, so let me back it up just a little bit. See what might have happened here about mid-pack. Oh, looks like the 46 may have got up and scraped the wall a little bit and come down. Let me back up here. See if that's where it started. Okay, we're watching this 46. Oh, he just gets loose off the turn, comes down and hits the 2, crosses back across the track, and mayhem ensued following that. That's
yeah, and unfortunately, we're going to see that probably quite a bit tonight on the exits of these corners. It looked like the 46, Eli Raposa, just a little too much throttle, got it sideways and couldn't save it.
Yeah, we have some guys, Nathan Christensen, Eli Raposa, Justin Horton, David Sharon, Adam Eggerstein, Chad Snyder, Jeremy Flanagan, Tyrone Yo, all in the pits at the moment. Try to get us a pit lane there, see what's going on, but I'm sure these guys were just coming down to get damage repaired and whatever else they might need here to continue on. You only, you have 2 fast repairs in this league, but it's a shame to have to use them up early as we see them exiting pit road now.
Yeah, it's too bad to have to come down pit road this early into the race. I think lap 5 now. But these guys will hopefully save their quick repairs, maybe try to get as much damage fixed as they can. Save that quick repair for a little bit later on in the race if they need it.
I'm looking at Justin Horton in the Blue-Gray Machine, Adam Eggerstein in the Patriotic 9 there, and Jeremy Flanagan Zorku in the 72. Looks like they don't have any damage at all in their vehicle, so I imagine they use those quick repairs because they were right in the mix, and I'm even showing that they were part of the crash. So, yeah, that they've definitely repaired these trucks and are back out here to get lined up and started again. Your leader is Peter Terrio, followed by Jason Higginbotham and Dale Duke. Lilith Peters is 4th with John Higgins Jr. in 5th place.
Yeah, keep an eye on this on Lilith Peters too as well back here sitting in 4th. Usually she doesn't run often, but when she does, she's usually a front runner as well. So expecting her to make her way up to the front here a little further too.
Yeah, that one truck is always fast here, or anytime she comes out. Road course ringer for sure, but she runs great at the ovals. Doesn't seem to matter what she's driving. She's pretty fast. Pace car is off. Barney's in the flag stand. He's got the green in his hand. And the leader takes off. We are under green. Peter Terrio to a great jump. Lilith Peters working that outside to try to take 3rd away from Dale Duke.
And Lilith driving hard down there on the outside around Dale Duke. See if she can keep that momentum up here off of the corner. Ooh, and Dale Duke gets a little loose up off the corner there. Looks like Lilith Peters may be able to jump in, and she does. Jumps in the third.
Ooh, it looks like the 5 is sideways. Comes down the track, collecting the 25. We saw that in live time, folks. We are under caution once again. And they're still piling in there, it sounds like.
And that looks like it was the 5 of John Higgins Jr., I believe.
Yeah, you see the 5 gets, just gets, maybe his entry wasn't where he wanted it. Let's see if we can find him here. And the 5 is in, and he's kind of sideways there. Collects the 25. 25 collects the 29. 29 collects the 15. 16's involved. Just mayhem on track.
That may be what you call the big one here on the short track.
Yeah, I think you're right, Dave. That may be our big one tonight. But you know, we're on lap.
That never ended.
We're on lap 11 of 150. I'm not sure we're done seeing some hardcore action as such, so we'll just keep.
No, by no means. They're not done wrecking yet, I don't believe. But hopefully they can settle in here and get some green flag laps under the belt and get some long runs.
And this is the AARL Lawn Care Truck Series, brought to you by All American Racing League. We are the All American Sim Racing Network. This is the Chiari Awareness 150, and so far, it's lap 12. We've had 2 cautions. They're going to get it settled out. I have no doubt there's going to be some lone green flag runs in this race. It's just all about getting to feel your truck. I'm not sure. Again, it's been 2 weeks since they've been in these trucks, and just not sure guys were quite as prepared as they wanted to be or needed to be coming into Richmond Raceway tonight.
Yeah, it's tough after having a long 2 weeks off. You get back in these things around the guys you've been racing with. You kind of got to relearn it a little bit with how everyone races and how these trucks handle. So hopefully they settle in and we'll get some runs here and let it play itself out.
I know the leaders, you know, when you lead these things, and I don't lead as much as you do, Lurfano, so you may be able to help me out with this, but doesn't it get a little frustrating when you're leading or you feel like you're starting to show some speed and pull away, and these cautions become more of a nuisance than a help at some point?
Oh, absolutely. Sometimes it gets frustrating, especially up there. You know, you time your restart perfect, you get a nice lead, you start pulling away, and another caution comes out. And, you know, you're only one mistake away from giving up that lead, and track position is hard to come by at a lot of these racetracks. So, you know, once you get that good jump, you want to see it stay green for a while. So there's a lot of frustration as the lead truck up there, absolutely.
And we're on board with Peter Terrio looking back at Lilith Peters. She's moved into the 3rd position. Del Duke following 1 position to 4th as we're under green. Good restart for Peter Terrio. Looks like Jason Higginbottom, he got a pretty good restart as well on that outside and was able to clear Lilith.
Yeah, but Jason Higginbotham isn't going away. He's pressuring Peter Terrio right now down the front stretch, and he's not letting him get away.
It's a great battle for the lead here as Peter Terrio.
Another yellow comes out.
And we have Christian Delgado made a crash. Let's see what happened with... No, that was actually on the last one. No, maybe. Well, let's go back and see what happened with Christian. We cut him sideways there. Let's back up just a little bit. I have to fix the timing on that. Okay. As he's coming in, looks like he's just coming in, got loose. They're trying to hang the bottom, exceeded his tire limit, spun it around. Wow, and the 15 of Justin Horton just gets collected in it. It seemed real familiar to what Peter Terrio went through in real life there last night in his Legends car.
Yeah, it looks like he just come off the corner with nowhere to go.
I'm sure race control is talking to these guys, guys and gals, telling them to settle down a little bit. Let's get some laps under our belt. You're not going to win this race on lap 18 of 150. It's a long way to go, and the field's going to start slimming down after a while, as there are 2 fast repairs. But some of these guys have already used both of their fast repairs, I would imagine.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a couple of these drivers that have used both of them. Hopefully they've at least got one left here, very early. See if they can settle down here just a little bit. It looks like Lilith Peters now is up to the 2nd spot.
Yeah, that's bad news for Peter. Lilith is a good shoe, and I look for this to be a pretty good battle between the two because, the top 3, we're looking at Peter Terrio, Lilith Peters, and Cal Purcell, always fast here.
Yeah, I mean, I believe we talked earlier. I believe Kyle Purcell is the current points leader, correct?
Yeah, that's correct. I mean, as they stand right now, Peter Terrio would be your leader. But this race is far from over. 130 laps to go. Cal Purcell is the current leader coming in here. I'm sure he'd like to get up there and lead some laps, get some points, and take home this victory.
Yeah, looking through the rundown right now, it looks like, I know we're early on here, but Ryan Everhart is up 12 positions, and right behind him, Chad Snyder up 10, Jeremy Flanagan up 8. So a couple of these guys, picking their way up, moving up through the field here. Looks like the lights are out on the pace car. Be going green next time. Bye.
And there goes Peter out to a huge jump. 5-6 car truck lengths over 2nd place Lilith Peters and 3rd place Cal Purcell. If you're just joining us on Facebook, my apologies. I never kicked off that stream. YouTube, you're fine. You're still seeing it. But we are on lap 21 of 150 in the Chiari Awareness 150.
So it looks like Peter Terrio with a good jump on the start, but it looks like to me Lilith Peters is slowly starting to reel him back in, down to 0.6 of a second, now under 0.6, so reeling him in here as we go in the last couple laps.
Yeah, Peter Terrio is maintaining about that 0.75 of a second mark. Looks like he gives up a little bit on exit, but he's really making time on that second lane coming through the turns. But Lilith isn't backing off any at all. She's still holding it right there.
Yeah, I'm kind of looking now. Johnny May is back here battling with Dale Duke for the 4th spot. Johnny gets right to him. Now he's looking to the inside here off of turn 2 down the back. Get a nose out in front of Dale Duke, and we'll take over that 4th position.
And that's a good looking paint scheme on that 69 Ford of Johnny May. Got a lot of chrome, real shiny looking ride there.
Yeah, it's a little different for Johnny May. We're used to seeing him in an all-black car, so see him switch it up a little bit. Looks good, sharp truck. Maybe he can keep wheeling that thing to the front.
Absolutely. He's definitely got some speed here. Running a little higher line there on exit than Del Duke, but didn't seem to hurt him any at all.
I mean, that last lap right there, Johnny May was only, half a tenth off of our leader, Peter Terrio. So the top 4 or 5 here are real close on times.
Looks like Lilith is running down our leader. It's down now to half a second. So she shaved a quarter second off on the past couple laps there, as she's running a little bit lower line than Peter, and seems to be wheeling that truck around.
It looks like she's got it down to under half a second here.
So they come through 1 and 2. And I noticed when I was running this track myself a little bit, you're using the entire track here. You're coming off that wall, coming right down to the bottom line here. Let's ride along with Lilith. She goes right down this bottom line, and I imagine she's going to track straight up to the wall through the across the start-finish line, down into 1. She's going to bring it right back down. Well, just stay a little higher. There it is, back down to the bottom. Track right back out to the wall for the backstretch. Same thing in 3 and 4.
Yeah, and the thing here at Richmond too, where you hit that curve in the front stretch, it seems like when you get down to the 1, these trucks really seem to get a little light. It seems like you're turning as you're applying the brake. The rear end wants to kind of snap around on you. You got to be real careful on your entry. Then let it set through the center and real easy on that throttle coming off. The cars really get light again coming off the exit of the corner.
Adam Angerstein's making a move for 6th position over John Higgins. Or I take that back. He's trying to run down John Higgins. Just got around Del Duke for 7th.
Yeah, it looks like John Higgins was able to work his way around Del Duke, and now Adam Angerstein also works his way around Duke as well, so they're both up a spot there.
They're running down Travis Juggles Rodriguez in the 79, his Toyota entry. Out front, it's still Peter Terrio, followed closely by Lilith Peters. Cal Purcell is 3rd. Johnny May is up to 4th. And Travis Juggles Rodriguez is in the 5th position.
As now we see, it looks like Angerstein back here putting a little bit of pressure on John Higgins for that 6th spot. He's right on the bumper now of John. See, he's trying to take a peek to the inside here. Almost a little bit of contact there, but they keep it together. They're still rolling here.
Adam Eggerstein keeps looking to the inside of the 5 of John Higgins Jr. Still unable to make that pass, but he's definitely hounding the 5.
Yeah, it's fun to sit here and watch teammates kind of battle each other. Team thing's kind of a new part to this league this season. We haven't talked too much about it, but we do have a team point system going as well, so we go through that. These guys both for Assault Motorsports. Assault's running first right now with 439 points. Cajun Cat, I believe I'm going to say that right. If not, Jeremy Flanagan going to let me know about it. That team is second in points with 410. Victory Racing at 371. Hillbilly Motorsports at 349. TVJ Racing in 5th with 307. And Dominion Motorsports is 6th with 245.
And we did see the 9 get around the 5 of John Higgins to take.
And now we've got a battle for the lead up here with Lilith and Peter.
Lilith to
takes
the
a
inside.
look to the inside. Inside.
Lilith seemed to lose a little bit of grip on that inside of the 26. But she's right back to that bumper. The battle, maybe a little touch there.
A little bit of contact.
She's not afraid to lay the bumper either. Seen her do it a few times. If someone's slower and they're holding her up a little bit too much, she doesn't have a problem going ahead and letting them know that, hey, it's the chrome horn. Here I am. Time to move on. And she does it again. Another bump. Peter slips up the track. Well, he's running the line he typically does, about one groove off the bottom. And Lilith is still hounding him. So we're on board with Lilith Peters. Let's see if she throws that bumper to him again. Good battle at the front. She gets to that bumper again. Will she give him a little nudge? Peter swings a little wide. Lilith sideways, dirt tracking it to the inside. It's not enough. She can't complete the pass as loses that traction there, running down that low side. Fell back a couple of truck links there.
Yeah, what a great battle right there. I mean, Lilith trying everything she can to get around Peter, sticking it to the inside there. It's tough on that exit. That guy on the outside really get a better run. So she's going to regroup as looks like Peter just smacked the wall a little bit, and here comes Lilith down in the 3. Oh, in contact. Peter's up the hill a little bit, gathers it back up.
New leader, Lilith Peters. Kyle Purcell moving in now on the 26. The 26 may have just used up his tires a little bit, trying to fight off Lilith to hold on to that lead. And it finally got the best of him as he got into the wall.
Looking back a little further, looks like Adam Angerstein now has found his way around both Johnny May and Travis Rodriguez to take over the 4th spot. He's up 16 positions from where he started tonight, so he's definitely a man on the mission.
We just went back. We're looking at that replay as you saw the 26 scrape the wall there. And Lilith comes in and actually rubs doors with him a little bit and takes that lead. We come back to Adam Angerstein. He is now working his way up. Again, as you said, he is up 16 positions. Biggest mover of the night. And he's in that 4th position trying to run down Kyle Purcell. Looks like the leaders are in some lap traffic and navigating their way through that.
It looks like right now Adam Angerstein is the fastest car, or truck I should say, on the track right now. Last lap he ran a 23.39 compared to a leader of a 23.47. So there's about 2/10 or so right there, well, about a tenth. He is just a little bit quicker than everyone in front of him. So he's definitely coming to the front here.
And Jeremy Flanagan was our Zorku was our last victim of going a lap down, and as the 15 now gets a little loose off the turn, has gone a lap down. So currently the 15 is in that lucky dog position if we get a caution here. We're on lap 50 of 150, the Chiari Awareness 150. My name is David Hara. This is the OR Lawn Care Truck Series, part of the All-American Racing League. This is our feeder series into what will be our Xfinity series. We do have a Cup Series, which is on its 3rd season, I believe. That this is a progression type thing. If you're interested in something like this, get a hold of us at facebook.com/All-American Racing League or facebook.com/Or Lawn Care E-Truck Series. And we can help you get started up here in this series. Again, the trucks are kind of our beginner series. I think there's a 2,500 cap on the iRating. And then you'll progress to Xfinity and then on to our Truckers Feed America Cup Series. Oh, looks like the 67 was sideways, but managed to hold on to it. No caution.
We're watching here. We're finally getting the green flag run that we knew these drivers could do. Lilith's just kind of walking away with it, but see Adam Angerstein here. He's catching up to Peter Terrio, who probably wore his tires off there with that hard battle with Lilith, and Adam is just moving his way forward.
Yeah, I know when Peter got up, he did smack the wall a little bit there when Lilith kind of sent him up the hill. So it could be a little bit of damage that's slowing him down, or it could be he's just driving so hard there early on to hold off Lilith that he's just kind of burned his tires up here. But Adam Angerstein has now moved around him, move Adam up to the 3rd spot.
Yep, P3 for Adam Angerstein. 17 spots on the day. That's some good moving in the first 55 laps here.
Yeah, it's good to see Adam have this run. We've talked about him before. When they get green flag runs like this, he gets very good. We just need to get him working on not making those little mistakes. Those have cost him here late in races. So if he can keep that thing straight, keep it clean, he's going to have a good finish tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Adam Angerstein always seems to have speed wherever we go. He just always seems to find some trouble somewhere along the way, and it takes him out of a lot of these events. So great to see Adam up here in the top 3, running with the likes of Kyle Purcell and Lilith Peters. Peter Terrio still continues to struggle. He's, 2 or 3 tenths off the leader's time right now, so he's definitely falling back. Could be that little bit of damage. And
Adam
we got
Angerstein
a wreck.
2 make contact.
Looks like Tyrone Yo went around.
2 is around. Not sure why we don't have a caution. There it is. Caution flag. But, the 9 was running down Kyle Purcell just before that incident that yellow came out. Let's see exactly what happened there. Tyrone Yo. See if we can find it. I thought that was the 2, but where do we have Tyrone? It's not what I'm looking for.
It's just one of those hard ones to watch. Tyrone just trying to kind of diamond that corner, and Adam running the bottom, coming up to the wall, and kind of met in the middle there.
Yeah, I don't know why I'm not getting a good view of what happened with. There we are.
Yeah, from the view I see, that's kind of what it looks like. It looks like maybe Adam was thinking Tyrone was a little bit further up the track there on exit. Tyrone kind of late exit. They just made a little bit of contact.
Yeah, I mean, Tyrone exited by the wall, but then he started pulling down track, and I don't think that the 9 realized he was there. And rightfully so, because when he got up beside Tyrone, as the leaders are on pit road, as he got up beside Tyrone, we saw Tyrone then changed his course and started coming down track. First off pit road is the 10 of Kyle Purcell. He will be our new leader. Peter Terrio 2nd, Adam Angerstein 3rd, Travis Juggles Rodriguez will take 4th, Lilith Peters falls back to 5th, John Higgins is 6th, Jackson Mentor 7th, Nathan Christensen 8th, and Rodney Uberpacker 9th, and 10th. We're still waiting to
one of these days we'll get Rodney's last name right. I promise that. I promise.
Right. We'll definitely give it a good shot anyway.
But yeah, a lot of good racing there on that long green flag run. It was fun to see, fun to watch. Hopefully they can do this again for us up here. Fun to call it. That battle early on between Peter and Lilith was fun to watch. See if Adam Angerstein can keep up his run here on fresh tires. I think looks like most of them all came down pit road for tires.
Yeah, it looks like we have some trucks, the 15, the 67, not sure what the 69, but looks like these guys are taking a wave around, the 15 and the 67 at least.
Yeah, I'm not too sure if they maybe came down a lap or two before that or what may have happened.
Well, I know the 15 just got lapped, and he didn't get the lucky dog because looks like Ryan Everhart in the 11 may have been the recipient there.
Yeah, so it looks like Johnny May had pitted 4 laps prior to that caution there, a few laps prior, so it looks like he'll be out for the wave around here.
The 67, I was incorrect, did not want to take the wave around, decided to go ahead and pit. The 15 is hanging out up front there to get a lap back, and he is now being waved around the pace car as we are 1 lap to green. Looks like he and Eli Raposa, yep, will both be getting their lap back here. As Barney waits to bring us back to green as the pace car hits pit road. Kyle Purcell is your leader. He is the control truck. And he is off to the races. Peter Terrio second. Adam Angerstein on that inside lane is third. Travis Juggles Rodriguez is in fourth.
Yeah, Kyle Purcell with a great jump, but Peter Terrio says, hold on, I'm coming for you.
Oh, as we saw some action here in the back, Rodney Uberpacker has crashed.
And the yellow is up.
Let's see if we can take a look at what happened. I'm going to change our view. Give us a little better look at it. Looks like he's already loose right here. Back it up. Yes, on exit, the 29 gets loose, collected by the 13. 72 makes it by, 16 makes it by, and then the 67 of Del Duke gets turned. Looks like the 11 gets involved in that as well. A little late. It's unfortunate. All right, Dave, you want to take a chance to run us through the field here? Let me start with our leader.
Yeah, so right now leading, we got, on first, Kyle Purcell, followed by Peter Terrio sitting in second. Travis Juggles Rodriguez was able to grab third away from Adam Angerstein right before that last caution, so move Adam Angerstein back to fourth. John Higgins Jr. with a recovery from an early spin, back up to the 5th position. Looks like Lula Peters lost a couple spots there on that last run. Drop her to 6th. Nathan Christensen up 12 spots into the 7th position. Jackson Minter up 3 into 8th. 9th will be Chad Snyder up 8 positions from where he started. 10th looks to be Johnny May down 4 spots. 11th goes to Rodney Uberpacker. 12th will be Tyrone Yo Jr. 13th will go to Jeremy Flanagan. 14th will be Christian Delgado. 15th, David Sharon. 16th, Ryan Everhart. I moved Ryan Everhart up to 15th. 17th, Dale Duke. 18th will be Justin Horton. 19th, Eli Raposa. 20th will be Jason Higginbotham. 21st will go to Evan Watkins. And rounding out the field in 22nd will be Don Manning.
Yeah, and it looks like some of these guys have went ahead and left the session. Jason Higginbottom appears to be, I think he's out at this time. Evan Watkins is out.
It's showing Jason not running any laps on my end here, so tough break for him. He started, I think, on he was our pole sitter, correct?
Yes, I believe so.
So tough break for him to have to exit so soon here. Yeah, showing him. Yeah, he's out. Looks like Eli Raposa is also off track or out of the session as well. So it's showing 18 cars still running on my end.
And I apologize at home. I missed the graphics on our drivers rundown there, giving you guys an idea of what where some of these drivers are from. But looks like the lights are out on the pace car. Getting ready to come back to green here.
So here we go. Looks like Kyle Purcell will lead him back down to the green here. Green is out. Great jump for Kyle Purcell. Peter Terrio will follow behind in second. Looks like we got a battle here for third. Travis Rodriguez to the inside of Adam Angerstein. Looks like he got loose.
Oh, somebody scraped the wall. And the 2 is sideways. Up into the wall. Looks like he's going to save it. We'll stay green. Battle for the lead as Peter Terrio's running down the 10 of Kyle Purcell. This is not only for the lead, but for the points lead.
Absolutely. These two are 1-2 in the points and going at it here. Looks like Peter Terrio, looks like they both struggled a little bit to get off the corner there. Again, these corner exits are very tricky. You really got to be easy on your throttle coming off. So, looks like a good little battle here. Back down to 1.
Heard some guys in the back look like Justin Horton was knocking the wall down back there. We're coming to halfway here in the Chiari Awareness 150. As the battle heats up front here, we're going to stay on this for a moment. I'm going to explain to you at home what Chiari is and why we're talking about Chiari Awareness. Chiari malformation is a disease that can be prevalent in both children and adults. Usually you'll have it as a child, but you may not have any symptoms, which could be dizziness, could be trouble swallowing, could be a number of things as they're lapping the 79 car. However, what it's caused by is the fact that your skull is a little too small for the brain. Therefore, your brain, as it swells naturally, as we all do, pushes the brainstem down and through the hole in your neck as it shouldn't. So there are some folks that, you can go get surgery for this. They'll remove part of the skull, put in a mesh, allow the brain to expand a little more and alleviate some of the issues. This is kind of a personal deal for me because my girlfriend, she's had the surgery. She's a survivor 5 years now after the surgery. And it's going very well for her, but it's not something that's well known. So take a look at it. Chiari malformation. Because you may have a loved one that's suffering from this and not even know. She went 32 years without knowing that she had it, and was having some problems but didn't recognize it, and they just happened to find it due to something else they were looking at and got her straightened out. But this is the Chiari Awareness 150.
Yeah, that's great to show awareness for any of these disorders or diseases. just to inform some of the viewers at home. Some people may have never heard of it. I know I didn't really hear of it until tonight, or until we knew this race was going on. So great for the input on that, what it's all about.
Third place, Lilith Peters. She's tracking these guys down, it looks like. She's about a second off of Peter Terrio. Not sure what happened to the 79. They got him a lap down there, but he's definitely had an issue and is falling a lap behind. He is the first truck 1 lap down, so a caution. He's hoping we get one. I know you at home aren't wanting one. I don't want one, but Juggles definitely wants one.
Yeah, I think Juggles has had a date with the wall a couple times here in the last few laps. I think that's why we're seeing him, go a lap down here after, having a great restart there and inside the top 3. As now Lilith Peters works her way around Juggles as well. Adam Angerstein still holding strong back there in the 4th position.
Seeing John Higgins Jr. back up in the 5th position. He's having a pretty decent race now. We saw him fall back a little earlier on, but it seems like he's got that truck underneath him now, figured out what it needs, and seems to be doing pretty good, running some pretty consistent lap times.
Yeah, it looks like Chad Snyder now passing Rodney Uberpacker there for the 7th position. So, for 6th, excuse me. So Chad working his way up through. John Higgins, like you said, great recovery for him from that early spin. Trying to chase down Adam Angerstein here for the 4th position. Lila Peters still sitting there in 3rd. Looks like she may be running down Peter Terrio a little bit. Terrio's still hounding Kyle Purcell up here for the lead. Just can't quite get to his bumper yet. It's fun to watch these different lines around this track as well. Look, Kyle Purcell kind of sits up, half a groove, and Peter Terrio is running that yellow line for the most part. So a little bit different line. And see which one prevails here late in this run.
Yeah, and Purcell's running the line that Peter did early on in the race. It seems to maybe have taken that away from Peter. I don't know how much aero is going to matter in a short track like this, but you notice Peter started running a different line once he realized he couldn't catch Kyle running his existing line.
Yeah, and the lap before this last one, they ran identical lap times. They were down to within the 100th of each other. So, those two lines still work. And as you see, Lila Peters now getting right on the back bumper here at Peter Terrio.
Now Lilith is she's committed herself to the bottom all night long and seems to be making good time down there.
And looking at some of these lap times, Adam Angerstein just ran, looks like almost 3/10 quicker than the leader last time by. So Adam Angerstein still got some speed in that truck, still trying to get back to the front here.
Yeah, it seemed like he was more of a long-run driver anyway, or long-run truck setup, because it took him a while to start moving last time, but he's still 16 positions from where the man started. Hell of a run.
And as I'm sitting here watching this, Lilith Peters really is not scared to use her bumper one bit. She just about used up Peter Terrio there the last couple corners to get around him, so she's still fighting hard here. She's hungry for this win. As we see, Peter Terrio comes back and gets her.
That may have been a little retaliation there.
That's what I call it right there, because that last couple corners, like I said, Lilith was beating down, Peter's rear bumper there. So I think that's Peter saying, I don't appreciate that very much.
This is a little early. Let me move, or a little late. Move back up here. See if we can catch this. Here we are. Yeah, Peter just basically drove it in and said, no more. I'm done with that. As all the leaders are hitting pit road. Well, I thought they were. Oh, I'm not in live view. That would help. So it looks like Peter Terrio will come out first. Johnny May is second. Looks like they may have stayed out, maybe. Let's see, 58, yes. So Peter and Johnny stayed out. Cal Purcell is leaving pit road now. John Higgins Jr. is on pit road. Adam Angerstein, Lilith Peters, Chad Snyder, Nathan Christensen, Rodney Uberpacker. Lilith is getting some damage repaired, apparently, as she lost quite a few spots on pit road. Tyrone Yo is now entering pit road.
I love to see it though. This is what short track racing brings. You get those those tempers, the flare ups. Getting down to the end of this thing, and it's fun to see. It's short track racing is one of my favorite to watch. Just trying to keep those tempers in check. When you're behind the wheel for as long as these drivers have been. So at this stage in the race, it's you don't have a lot of patience for even the slightest thing at this point. So this should be fun moving forward.
And it looks like Peter Terrio went ahead and decided to bring his own down pit road rather than stay out, as well as Johnny May. Kyle Purcell will be your leader. John Higgins Jr. second. Adam Angerstein third. And Chad Snyder fourth, with Nathan Christensen rounding out your top five. Well, we're coming down to the end of this thing. Josh, do you have any picks for who we should be watching in this last 60 or so laps?
It's going to be hard here. If we can get a green flag run, I'm still watching that 9 car of Adam Angerstein. Every time we get a long one, he just finds a way to move himself up. He's going to restart third here, so if he can keep that thing clean, he might have something for these other Toyotas up here.
Yeah, and watching him run this race, it seems like he really is a long run car. So I'm sure he hates to see these cautions come out late in the run like that. He seems to be gaining a tenth or two a lap on the long run. So we'll see what he can do, if he can fire off here on fresh tires, and see if I'm sure he's wanting to see this go green to the end.
So Dave, who's your one to watch?
I mean, I'm still watching Adam Angerstein here, but as I'm watching this, you see Chad Snyder's kind of sneaking into the picture here, up to fourth. Be a great run for Chad here, especially with a cast or a boot on his throttle foot there. So impressed to see what he can do here late in the run.
Well, you guys left me the leader to pick, but I'm not going to go there. I'm going to look back. I'm looking at the 09 of Nathan Christensen. He's kind of stayed in the mix all night. I think I got caught up a little early, but we're going green, and the 09's restarting in the 5th position, or 6th position. First, second, third, fourth, 5th. As the 10 takes off. Gets out to a great start as a control truck. The 9 on the inside of the 5 of John Higgins.
Yeah, John Higgins done a great job battling back through late this race after that early spin. So good to see him back up battling here for second. Looks like Adam Angerstein's not giving up down there on the inside. Adam, he gets loose, spins it down through the grass here on the front stretch, keeps it rolling.
Staying green as he's off track for now.
Still green. He's trying to get out of the grass here. And he does, and we will stay green. Tough break for Adam Angerstein there, having a great run.
Yeah, it looked like he just got loose. I mean, we could take a look at it here real fast.
Yeah, it looks like he just got loose up off of 4 and just slid it down through the grass.
Yeah, he was trying to hook that apron, keep it a little lower, and he hit that tire limit, and it just took him down to the inside wall. Unfortunate.
Lilith Peters back here fighting back for the 3rd spot. Trying to get around Chad Snyder here for 3rd. Looks like she will be able to get that position getting into 1, and she does.
No, I'm not sure in this series, but Lilith and the 26 race for Chad Snyder and Dominion Motorsports in other series.
And
so
the yellow is out.
Yellow is out.
Not seeing what that was for.
Johnny May had an incident. Let's take a look, see what happened to Johnny.
Yeah, Johnny May has crashed.
And he's just, again, like we've seen all night, this time off of 2. Looks like he just gets loose, comes down, smacks the inside wall. No one else collected. Johnny tries to get it going, but he's waiting. He did good at waiting for the 09. But unfortunately, where his nose was on the track, iRacing is doing our cautions tonight, and that brought out the caution. Otherwise, I don't think there would have been a caution, but Johnny May did exactly what he should have done. Rather than trying to loop it around and get going, he waited not to affect Adam Angerstein's race, and I know we all appreciate that, especially Adam.
Yeah, all of us as racers, nothing worse is, a car that had spun out and whips it back in the middle of traffic. It's nothing more frustrating. So good job on Johnny for keeping it down on the bottom, and unfortunately brought out the yellow there, but it could have been a lot worse if he decided to kind of shoot it back up around the track.
Yeah, and it's not like there was anything he could do to get off track and not cause that. The way his truck ended up, he was aiming up the track. There's nothing he could have done to prevent the yellow, but at least he prevented other folks from getting involved. So kudos to Mr. May on that one. We are the All-American Sim Racing Network. This is the All-American Racing Leagues or Lawn Care Truck Series. Runs every Sunday, unless there's an off week, obviously, but every Sunday at 8 p.m. we go green, 8:05. On Mondays, we're on the Esports Broadcasting Network by Sim Racing Media in our Truckers Feed America Cup Series for All-American Racing League. Tune in there on YouTube. We put on a pretty good show in that Cup Series. Many of us, well, all of us in the broadcast booth here are driving in that series. But we're coming down to the cutoff. As a matter of fact, this is the last race before we go to the final round of the championship, in which we'll have 4 races to determine the champion. Top 6 make it through, and there's a lot on the line come Tuesday.
Yeah, absolutely. That one will be a fun one to watch. I know, all of us up here in the booth will be running in that too. Tensions will be high going into that one. It looks like here in this one we get just under 50 laps to tell the tale here tonight.
Yeah, 48 to go. We have points leader Cal Purcell is leading this thing, followed by John Higgins Jr., Lilith Peters, Chad Snyder, and Rodney Uberbecker. So there's with the 26 having issues, he's back to 7th. And we know this kid, he can make some lap time, and I have no doubt that he can make his way back up to the front. But the leader right now is your points leader. So Peter chasing him, only being a point behind him, there's huge implications to how this race shakes out.
Yeah, and watching it, I'm not sure Peter has enough of a truck to get there. We've seen him be really quick on the short run. He'll probably get a couple positions here, but if this thing goes green for much longer, he's shown that he makes a couple mistakes, burns the tires off of it, and kind of falls back.
And you're absolutely correct. Yeah, that's what we've seen out of him all night, is that he's either burning the tires and catching the wall, or just little mistakes. Now, the pace car is in. We're going to follow our leader here as our starter cam, as Barney's going to wave that green flag. The 10 is off. John Higgins Jr. in second. Lilith Peters in third. Let's check out the digger cam, as this is an awesome view as these trucks fly by. Nobody ran over us that time, though. We're on the band-made truck of Kyle Purcell, who's your leader, looking back at John Higgins Jr.
The yellow is out again. Looks like Jeremy Flanagan found some trouble.
Zorku, what happened, man? Let's bounce back there. I'm gonna try to fix something real quick. But then we're gonna bounce back there and see what happened with our buddy Zorku. I know he has a lot of fans that pay attention to his racing, and he had a little tough time this round. Let's see if I can. All right, let's bounce.
Looks like he just kind of lost it on the entry into 1. Or into 3, I should say.
Let's jump on board with Mr. Flanagan. Yeah, it looks like where I catch him at, he's already sideways. Or starting to arc a little too much, y'all out. There it is. Again, we've seen it. Just that lazy spin. And he got collected by the 2 of Tyrone Yo. Right into his front there. Didn't look like Tyrone's hit did much more damage. But we'll see what can happen with these guys as we move forward. As we see, we're under the 8th caution of tonight's race. Being it's 3/4 mile track, and this is our beginner league, which there's a lot of talent here. Let's not get it twisted. Many of these folks are racing in our Cup Series, or several of these folks. But as you can see, we're on the 8th caution. We have 42 laps to go coming up on it. And we have Kyle Purcell as your leader. Higgins is in 2nd, Peters 3rd, Snyder 4th, Uberpacker 5th, 6th is Peter Terrio, Jackson Mentor 7th, Delgado is 8th, Ingerstein is 9th, and Johnny May rounds out your top 10. Lights are still on the pace car here at Richmond Raceway. This is the Chiari Awareness 150 for the OR Line Care Truck Series. Presented by brought to you by All American Racing League, presented by All American Sim Racing Network. We are hosting or broadcasting in-house for our truck and soon-to-be Xfinity leagues. And then we are broadcasting our Cup Series through ESPN. That's the Esports Broadcasting Network on YouTube. Brought to you or presented by Sim Racing Media. They do an awesome job over there. We're amateurs. We're learning the ropes here, but we hope you're enjoying the show. Please put in the comments who you're rooting for. Keep it clean, but back and forth banter is okay. Just try not to slam anybody or do anything inappropriate, and enjoy the show.
Man, there's some great things coming over here with All American Racing League with the startup, like we said, of the Xfinity Series. That'll be kicking off at the start of our next Cup season. So some good things here. You can come in if you're new to iRacing and you're looking to get into a fun league. These guys are great to run with. Start your out here in the trucks and kind of work your way up. If you're a little bit more experienced and feel like you don't want to be here in the trucks and you like Xfinity cars, reach out to All American Racing League as well there and get yourself a ride here in the Xfinity Series and work your way up to the Cup from there as well. So
yeah, this season only, I believe we are recruiting directly into the Xfinity Series. If you have that talent, as the pace car dips off, we'll see the 10 truck. He's the control truck, Kyle Purcell. He gets a good jump. He's out 2 trucks lengths over John Higgins in 2nd place. To his inside is Lilith Peters trying to take 2nd.
John Higgins drives it deep up on the outside into turn 1. Makes it stick, comes out and ahead of Lilith Peters here.
And that was a power move by Higgins to hold that on the outside like that on this restart. Very impressed.
Absolutely. I mean, you get to the end of this race, John Higgins says, I got to go. So drive it in deep, try to stay out in front of Lilith Peters, who's been quick here all night. So I'm sure he's aware of that as well.
Don't look now, but Peter Terrio is on the move. He's trying to make his way around Chad Snyder. I take that back. Just took that from Chad Snyder. Moved into your 4th position. Now he's chasing down Lilith Peters. And they've had quite a bit of action with each other tonight. If Peter can chase her down, do you think he'll lay the bumper again?
I don't know. I mean, I like to think that that whole argument was over, if that indeed is what it was all about there, which kind of seemed like it from my perspective. But hopefully they move past that and can race clean. Lilith Peters showing some patience here behind John Higgins now. She's shown to be very aggressive here tonight, so let's see what she does here with Higgins.
And it looks like she does have a faster truck than Higgins, maybe. But I don't know. We're going to see once she gets to that bumper if she's going to make that clean pass as we expect, or if she's going to give him a little notice that she's there.
It looks like Higgins really drives it hard down into these corners. It's really kind of hurting his exit. Looks like Lilith can kind of get him on the exit. She gets a little bit better run off the corner here.
She seems to be using a little more of the track than John is at this time, which is definitely going to let her carry more speed.
Yeah,
And she
Higgins
looks
right now
inside.
he's really struggling on corner exit. Seems like that's where Peters can kind of make up some ground on him, is on corner exit.
Yeah, and I think she needed more of the track to do it there. We'll see what happens as she takes it to the inside again. Does she need that run off to get him? But now they're side by side as they head into turn 3. Exit of 4, Lilith Peters has made the pass. She's now second and has her sights set on Kyle Purcell.
Now we got Peter Terrio kind of barking up John Higgins' bumper here, trying to look for a way around him as well. Gonna try to take over that third spot from John here.
The Peter's not typically aggressive as far as laying the bumper. I really think he was tired of getting hit by the one, and I think that was a little more intentional. I'm not sure why he spun her rather than just send her up the track. Maybe that was accidental, but I think he wanted her to know that he was upset with it for sure.
Yeah, and sometimes when you're behind the wheel, that's all you can do, right? I mean, maybe he was hoping to kind of go in and give her a little tap up the hill and scoot on by, just overshot, and Lilith kind of lost it when he got to her bumper there. But hopefully they cooled down, figured it all out, and they can get back to some good hard clean racing here.
Yeah, and normally we would say, well, the Discord chat's saying this, but Lilith Peters seldom talks while she's racing. Oh, was that really close between Peter and John Higgins Jr.?
Peter now dives to the inside here to Higgins.
Looks like he's going to complete that pass. Oh, maybe.
We've also got a battle for the lead as well. Looks like Lilith right on the back bumper of Kyle Purcell again. But they're still side by side back here for the third spot.
There's good racing all around the track tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you're enjoying the show at home. We're enjoying it here in the booth. John Higgins just says no. He carries the momentum on the outside of 26 of Peter Terrio and is able to continue to hold on to that position. This is a back and forth battle for sure. And for now, it looks like John Higgins is going to prevail on this battle. There are battles all over the track as we see the 29 of Rodney Uberpacker and the 16 of Chad Snyder going at it for 5th position. Then don't look now, but Adam Angerstein is back in the mix. Had trouble a little while ago of his own doing, spinning it off the turn, but is back in the mix. He's running in the 7th position, but I don't think he's done.
Nah, he just took a look here to the inside of the 29 of Rodney Uberpacker, trying to take that 6th spot away from him as they kind of drag race down the front stretch. Lilith Peters is all over Kyle Purcell once again.
Back up front, Lilith Peters is definitely making some moves. The 10 got out to a massive lead, and I don't know if maybe he was trying to extend it and burn his stuff up, but Lilith Peters is all over that bumper. And for folks at home, just so you understand, Lilith Peters tends to finish in the top 3 most every week, but she hasn't ran every race. She doesn't race as we're under caution. Let's see what happened here.
Yeah, it looks like Christian Delgado had a little bit of an issue.
Let's see if we can see what happened to Christian. As Christian gets into the turn, again, same thing. When you enter on that high line carrying too much steam, the rear tires just they lose grip. You've surpassed their grip angle, and around you go. Especially if you're still carrying throttle. And the leaders are on pit road. We're following Kyle Purcell as he makes his way down to get into his box. He's in his box now. The 1, the 5, the 26, all drivers are in their boxes. Let's see if who's going to win this race.
Well,
off
here's
pit
a
road.
surprising move. Watching all that, the 09 of Nathan Christensen stayed out on that caution to take the lead.
23 laps to go. His last pit stop was on lap 106 of 150. So he's got 20-some laps on his tires.
Yeah, and it looks like Jeremy Flanagan stayed out as well. It looks like the last time he was on pit road was lap 99.
Wow. I mean, well, it looks like the 72 is coming down now, so he may have been a lap down. And he's coming down to take his service now. The 09 is still out there. He stayed out. Yeah, I believe Zorku was 1 lap down.
Okay,
so
that might make sense.
he had to pit with the lap down vehicles. As we do see Zorku on pit road at the moment. Nathan Christensen is your leader. I mean, I called it out, but I don't know if this is going to be the winning move or not. That 15 was really wanting to get that wave around, I believe. And he sits in 16th spot. But with the 09 staying out, he's not going to get that. He's going to have to drop back. Unless he was the lucky dog, which I'm not sure.
No, that was Tyrone Yo.
Tyrone Yo was the lucky dog. Okay.
Yeah, no, the 09 was on the lead lap running, I think, back 4th or 5th position, I believe. Or somewhere right back there before that caution came out. He's got about 20 lap older tires here, so it'll be interesting.
I'm seeing
here
that
on this
15,
restart.
but so the 15 was going to try that. I would hope he would get down to pit road, and he is now, as well as the 11. They couldn't get the wave around because the 09 decided not to pit. So he trapped those guys down. They can't do a wave around because he was on the lead lap. I don't know. I mean, that's, again, last pitted, lap 106. He has 21 laps on his tires compared to Lilith Peters, who's in 2nd. Kyle Purcell is in 3rd. John Higgins Jr. in 4th. Peter Terrio in 5th. Travis Juggles Rodriguez in 6th. 7th, Rodney Uberpacker. Chad Snyder, 8th. Adam Angerstein, 9th. 10th, Jackson Minter. Johnny Mays, 11th. Christian Delgado's 12th. 13th, Tyrone Yo. Jeremy Flanagan, for whatever reason, we're still showing him on the lead lap. So maybe he missed his pits the first time around. Nonetheless, the lights are out on the pace car. We'll be coming to green this time by. Let's go meet our buddy up here in the flag stand. Hang out with Barney a little bit. Folks, let us know in the chat. We'll rename him to whatever you want as they are green. Nathan Christensen gets going. Lilith Peters trying to make that pass. And, they get together. The
contact.
09 and the 1. And then the 26 and the 09. Wow. Shaking it up. Shaking it up. All right, let's rewind just a little bit. This happened a little bit before this. Here we go. So on it, Lilith is taking a very wide angle. I'm not sure the '09 did anything. The 26 did get him, and then mayhem ensued.
Yeah, it kind of looked like the '09 washed up a little bit getting into one.
Okay.
And then they just never really came unseparated at that point. They just kind of stuck together there.
As we see, Lilith is on pit road getting the damage taken care of. 17 laps to go in the Chiari Awareness 150 for the AARL Lawn Care Truck Series. I don't think she took tires. I think she just came down, got the quick repair, got her machine fixed up so that the damage is gone, and she's back off again.
That's going to hand the lead back over to Kyle Purcell. John Higgins now up to the third spot, and Rodney Uberpacker now sitting in third.
Absolutely. And then Adam Agerstein, fast truck all night. He does tend to need some laps to make it happen. But, there were green flag laps, only a couple. But maybe that puts heat in his tires and helps him make it happen. Johnny May is back up to 5th position. Good run for Johnny May tonight. Juggles is 6th. Chad Snyder in 7th. After a long time of being out of a vehicle. For him to be able to return and even be mentioned in the top 10 is a win for him, you know? Bandmade number 10 running the front. And I don't think this is Kyle Purcell's picture, folks. If it is, then he has a doppelganger. Not only does he have I believe a brother who maybe that might be twins. I don't know. Do you know if you guys? Do you know if Kyle and Sean are twins?
I believe they are twins, from what I've heard.
Yep. But neither one of them look like the picture we have for Kyle Purcell, which happens to be AJ Allmendinger. Pretty sure that's who it is. So, yeah, might not be him, but apparently he's a fan. So good on him. Rodney Uberpacker sits in 3rd. Adam Agerstein in 4th. Johnny May 5th. Juggles is in 6th with Chad Snyder 7th. Jackson Minter. Now, I know he has some fans that show up on our page occasionally. And he's been a pretty good shoe as well in this league since his joining of the series. As we can see, riding along with Kyle Purcell, the lights are out on the pace car. We're going to see what Kyle can do here on this restart. See if he gets a good jump and can pull this thing off with coming to 13 to go. Kyle Purcell is your control truck, and he is off. Gets 2 to 3 truck lead over John Higgins Jr.
And like we've seen all night out of John Higgins, he drives it deep down into 1. If anyone's got anything for Kyle Purcell, now's the time to show it, I think.
Yeah, if you're going to do it, you better do it now. We are down to 12 to go. Kyle Purcell has a pretty healthy lead of almost 3/4 of a second over now Rodney Uberpacker. Who,
the yellow was out.
And cautions breed cautions. Not seeing what this one's for yet. Peter Terrio may have had an issue because I see that he passed Mentor and then he was passed again. So let's just see if it was him who had issues. If you guys happen to find it, let me know, and I'll try to find it for our friends at home. 26 got up and kind of tapped the 25, but that wasn't the caution. Let me hit the yellow flag button. Oh, now we're going to see it. Maybe I just learned something. Looks like Peter Terry-Holt gets in, just in the back of Jackson Minter a little bit. That wasn't it.
I'm not really seeing much that would have brought out that yellow.
Nonetheless, iRacing officials decided there should be a caution, and we are under caution once again. So we're going to reset these guys and gals and do it again. So we've got, coming to 9 to go. Lights are still on, so we're probably going to restart with 8 to go. Does Rodney Uberpacker, John Higgins Jr., Johnny May, or Adam Angerstein have anything for the leader, Kyle Purcell? I'm not so sure. I mean, we're looking at Peter Terrio's back in 9th. That may be too much to make up unless we end up in a green-white checkered situation. Lilith Peters is off track at the moment, maybe? See if we can find Lilith. Yeah, she's sitting on pit road. I don't know if she's getting some damage repaired. The truck looks pretty decent. Getting tires on it. I see she's getting tires. But she's going to be back in like 13th probably by the restart. I'm not sure that's going to be... not sure she's going to have enough time to get back up there.
Yeah, it looks like we'll have probably maybe 7 laps to go here when we get back racing. So tough break for her here late in the late running here. So yeah, she'll try to scab together the best finish she can get, I'm sure.
So Rodney Uberpacker, the 29, was he our pole sitter tonight?
No, I believe
that
our pole sitter was
right.
Higginbottom.
You're right, that was Jason Higginbottom. Yep. John Higgins, I've raced with him for a couple years now. He's very aggressive when he needs to be. This might be his best chance.
Starting down on that inside and third, this might be his best chance to kind of try to keep pace with Kyle here. Try to match him on the restart, get around Rodney and try to run Kyle Purcell down.
But I'm now looking at the 9 of Adam Angerstein or how do you say it, Josh?
It's Adam Angerstein.
Okay, so it is Stein. Okay, I know you guys are, I believe, friends IRL, so you know him a little better than the rest of us. Adam Angerstein. I apologize, Adam. I've always called you Steen instead of Stein. But
yeah, he gets it confused that way. But yeah, looking here 5th place. See if he can get, like we've noticed all race, he's really had a long run car or truck. So let's see if he's got anything for the short run here.
Pace car is in and the 10 is off. 29 got a better restart than normal, but John Higgins Jr. is moving to the inside for 2nd. Again, it's time to be aggressive. If you can do it, let's do it. 10 pulls out, so about 2 truck lengths over the 5, maybe 3.
Oh, Adam got way loose off of 2, but collects it here. Oh, and he gets Nathan Christensen.
We're under the yellow flag again.
Yellow is out.
Yep, looks like Adam just slipped up just a little in the turn there. Turned the 09. Looks like Lilith Peters was caught up in that as well. Jeremy Flanagan was caught up in it. Let's see from Jeremy's perspective what he saw. Let's go on board with him and see what we can see. Hit the wrong button. There we are. Now let's go in the cockpit. Yep, so it looks like as the, I'm not sure which truck it was, came up track, You would have thought Zorku was going to be in good shape because he was running the high line, could have been free of it, but the truck came up the track. He moves down to try to clear the inside, but so does Lilith Peters, and he just gets into Lilith, spins her out. Four laps to go in the Chiari Awareness 150. The 10 of Kyle Purcell, your current points leader, is leading, and at this point I believe he's probably led the most laps. There are some folks with fresher tires, but the next freshest tire is Peter Theriault, sitting in 7th. And where this is going to be a green-white checker, I don't know that 7th is going to get it done for you. But you never know. Cautions breed cautions. We could end up utilizing all three of these green-white checkers. We hope we don't, but there's always that chance.
Yeah, and I'm kind of keeping an eye on the 69 of Johnny May as well. Looked like on that last little run, he was trying to make a run there for third. Probably would have had third getting back down to that next corner if it wasn't for that caution. So he is starting on the outside, unfortunately. We'll see what he can do, but have been kind of keeping my eye on him a little bit here in the late going.
Yeah, in riding around here under caution, Johnny looks comfortable in his truck. Looks like he's, focused and ready to go for this final restart, or what could be the final restart. Again, it will be a green-white checkered, but Johnny May's Ford looks very clean. Lights are still in the pace car. Your current top 10 are Kyle Purcell, John Higgins, the 29 of Uberpacker, May in the 69. Fifth is Travis Juggles Rodriguez. Snyder is in 16th. Theriault is in 7th. I'm sorry, Snyder is in 6th. Theriault is in 7th. Mentor in 8th. Zorku is up to 9th. And Peters is top 10. This is our 12th caution of the day, and we're coming down to the final laps here. Lights are still on the pace car, so we're not going green this time by. But I'm sure these drivers are eager to see what's going to happen here in these final 3 laps. Will there be more mayhem? I imagine so. Wait, this
now
is our final
checkered flag.
This is your final, folks. There were some issues with the race setup initially. We're going to have to go back to the admins to explain this, but I believe there were some issues with the session. It was set up a little late or had to be reconfigured late, and I believe the green-white checkers were missed, unfortunately. And you see drivers coming up congratulating the 10 on his victory with a little paint. But we're going to talk to the top 3 in points here and kind of get their thoughts on the race. I'm sure that John Higgins Jr., Rodney Uberpacker, Johnny May even, and Travis Juggles Rodriguez were all going to be really... we're looking forward to restarting this, but unfortunately we kind of are where we are. It is what it is. This will be official. Kyle Purcell is your winner. John Higgins Jr. is second. Rodney Uberpacker is third. Johnny May is fourth. And Travis Juggles Rodriguez rounds out your top 5. We will give a full field rundown after we've had the opportunity to talk to our top 3. Can we get Rodney Uberpacker in here, please?
Yeah, we'll see if we can pull him in here.
Rodney Uberpacker, this is Dave, and Josh in the booth, man. How you doing?
Pretty good.
So we understand there was a little bit of difficulty with technical difficulty with there being green-white checkers, and we know that you would have definitely wanted to restart that and see if you could get a couple of spots. But man, this is a podium. How does it feel?
I'm super happy about it. I mean, this league is filled with so many good competitors. I mean, I'm just happy to race with everybody.
Yeah, man, and you put on a really good show tonight. We saw you go to the front, we saw you go to the back, and then ultimately put yourself back in the front when you needed to. And great job, man. Dave, Josh.
Yeah, no, this is Dave. Great run tonight to finish P3, up 9 spots from where you started. How do you like Richmond? You get around here. You must like it enough to get around here for a P.
I don't really like it personally, but it's just you have to be consistent. You have to repeat the same pattern or line every single lap. So that's kind of where I'm good at. But I mean, I'll take it.
Yeah, I mean, great job just staying out of trouble. We saw some of the front runners there early on find some trouble. A little temper's probably flaring there for a little bit. So, but anyways, congrats on a P3. Great run and helping you out in the points here.
Thank you.
Yeah, Rodney, is there anyone you'd like to thank, man? I don't know if you have sponsors or teams or
no sponsors.
Okay.
Just want to thank you guys for letting me race in this league. It's always been hard to find a good league, and this one seems pretty structured and it has a good foundation. So, yeah, no, thank you guys.
Yeah, that's awesome, Rodney. And you guys at home, you heard it here first. Rodney Uberpacker, third. Is that correct? Is it Uberpacker?
It's Uberpacker.
Uberpacker.
Actually.
Shoot, we will get it right from now on. Uberpacker. But
All right,
Rodney
Uberpacker.
is unsponsored at this time. If you want to throw some cash at this guy, he may ride your business around here every week. So thanks, Rodney, and go celebrate, man.
Thank you.
All right, now let's see if we can get John Higgins.
Bring in John Higgins.
All right.
John, it's Dave up in the booth. You got a copy? John Higgins, Dave in the booth. You got a copy?
I do if my thing would freaking work. There
We got you now, John. You got us?
Yeah, I got you.
Hey, I know you don't run a lot of these things, but it seems like every time you do, we're always talking to you at the end of the race. So good job, good recovery on that early spin early in the race to come back here and get a P2. I know there was some mix-up with the setup of the race. I don't know if you wanted another chance at that on a green-white checkered or just settle for second.
Yeah, to be honest with you, the whole time when I was in second on a lot of the restarts, I just couldn't get, a good takeoff. So I guess I'll take a second place under caution than trying to get a green-white checker. But I guess you never know. You know what I mean? Everybody got dealt the same hand, so
Yeah.
it is what it is.
I know you drove it in, about 6 car lengths deeper than everyone else in turn 1 on those restarts. It was kind of fun to watch.
Well, like I say, man, I don't know if I was slipping the tires or if I just was getting into the throttle too late or not shifting properly, but it just seemed like everybody, Kyle would get ahead of me and then Lilith or Peter, anybody that seemed to be behind me would get on the inside. So I just figured I'd had to drive in deep, man, if I didn't want to lose my position.
Yeah, John, man, you were definitely putting on a show. We mentioned you quite a bit because you really were driving hard, and we knew you would, especially late in the race. Is there at any point, we did see some chaos that usually it's the back of the field, which we did see that tonight. But we saw some tempers flaring at the front among teammates and some other stuff happening, and you seem to try to stay clear of it all. And brought home P2. Is there at any point where you were like, man, I just need to get away from them because this fight is not mine?
Well, the first 50 laps, I think I was over driving. I definitely burned up my right front and definitely burned up the brakes because I just couldn't get into the turns, which obviously, if you don't get in the turn here, you're not going to get out. And I got passed by like 3-4 guys. So I think at that point, my mindset kind of changed. And it was just basically survive and finish the race. And, I think that helped in the long run because it kind of got me to tone my driving style down a little bit. And like you said, man, I was able to come ahead of P2 or come out in P2 and You know,
Yeah,
be
man.
be on the podium.
Great job. Do you have anyone you'd like to thank tonight?
Definitely want to thank Assault Motorsports for allowing me to drive the car tonight. Definitely would like to thank you guys for broadcasting the race for us. And want to thank LJC Motorsports for having me on as a team member for this year. Other than that, I don't really have anybody else to thank that I know of.
Yeah, man, that's awesome. And we'll see you Tuesday night on ESPN for the Truckers Feed America Cup Series, man. So
The Ocho? Are we on the Ocho?
we're on the ESBs in Broadcasting Network. But
No, I don't.
yes, but all right, man, you go celebrate with your team, and congratulations on P2.
Guys, thank you.
All right, let's bring in our winner. Our winner, Mr. Sean Purcell. Sean
Kyle
Purcell, how's it
Purcell.
going? I know it's Kyle. I'm messing with him. Hey, Kyle, how's it going, man?
All things considered, not too bad.
Dude, that was a good, powerful run tonight. You had a fast truck. You kept it out of trouble as much as you needed to be in the front. What did you see, or what challenges did you face tonight in this race?
Well, I felt like Peter and Lilith were both racing really hard, and they're both driving really hard. So for the first long run we had there, I was just trying to save tires, and I knew that I probably wasn't faster than them, but I just was like, well, I can hope that they wreck, and I don't, and that's what ended up happening. So once you get the track position at the front and the control car is such a huge advantage if they can get a good jump on the restart. So that was kind of what I was focusing on, clearing in front of the second place guy and then just holding that spot.
Yeah, absolutely, and you did a great job on the restarts, man. Getting jumping out 3-4 trucks, definitely was a big advantage. Even if folks could run you down, they would use their stuff up trying to. But good run tonight, Dave.
No, great run, Kyle. Like I said, you kept the nose clean all night. We saw some of those, Lilith and Peter there find some trouble during that race, and good job just keeping it clean and that's doing what you need to do. I mean, every restart you got that good jump, and that means a lot to be able to get out there. I know you probably hated seeing all these yellows, come out and everyone catch back up to you, but great job on the win tonight.
Thank you very much.
Hey, Kyle, just to mention, we talked quite a bit tonight about points. I think you came in 1 point above Peter Terrio, and you guys battled there for a while, and the points lead would switch back and forth. But at the end here, man, looks like you pulled out by a few points here. So good job. Is there anyone you would like to thank?
Yeah, actually, I'd like to thank my oral surgeon who took my wisdom teeth out 2 days ago. Apparently he must have done a pretty good job because I was able to race today. So
That's right.
shout out to Dr. Haddle.
There you go. And you mentioned that you were a little concerned about it coming into this race, but we hope you're feeling well. And congratulations on a victory here tonight, man, in the Chiari Awareness 150.
Yeah, thank you. The victory definitely helps me feel better.
Absolutely, every time. Well, we'll let you get back to your team, and great job, man. Good run.
All right, thank you, guys.
So, Dave, to cap it off here, we'll pull up the race standings to show where everyone finished tonight. There we are. Well, we know our leader was Cal Purcell. Second place, John Higgins Jr. Third place, Rodney Huberpacker. Got that one right. Johnny Mays on fourth. Travis Rodriguez fifth. Chad Snyder sixth. Peter Terrio seventh. Eighth was Jackson Mentor. Ninth, Jeremy Flanagan. And 10th was Lilith Peters.
Yeah, here in 11th will be Nathan Christensen. 12th, Adam Angerstein. Got to be disappointed with the 12th place finish after how he ran all night long. Found some trouble there late. 13th will be David Sharon. 14th, Tyrone Yo Jr. 15th goes to Christian Delgado. 16th goes to Justin Horton. 17th goes to Ryan Everhart. Dale Duke will round out 18th. Eli Raposa 19th. 20th goes to Jason Higginbotham. Another disappointing run after being our pole sitter tonight. Not exactly sure what happened there. Found some trouble. 21st will go to Evan Watkins, and last on the rundown will be Don Manning in 22nd position.
Yep, and tonight, man, I don't know. I really enjoyed what we saw tonight. I thought it was some good racing. We had a mix of what was going on with caution flags here and there. Yeah, we had quite a few. It's 3/4 of a mile track, so it's a short track, and we expected as much. But in the mix of all that, we had some really good green flag racing and battling all over the track.
Yeah, I really like this track. It puts on a really good show, a real tight racing, and we saw that here tonight. A bunch of cars being very aggressive, beating and banging, typical short track stuff. So fun to watch, fun to be up here and watch it, not be in that car, being all stressed out.
Absolutely.
It's actually more fun to sit up here and watch these things. So good job for all the drivers tonight making it through this. I know it was kind of a rough patch there for a little bit with the cautions coming out, but great job. Kyle Purcell just did his thing tonight, did what he needed to do to keep that points lead, and I believe there's 2 more races to go after this to decide that top 12 in points. So that'll be fun to watch here moving forward and around that cutoff spot as well.
That's right. There are two more races left before we get into the chase. Looks like next week we will be at Indianapolis. So Indianapolis Motor Speedway is next Sunday, and we hope you all at home will join us for that. I had a lot of fun up here in the booth. I've been a little under the weather, and Dave and Josh were able to carry me, and I appreciate that. So I had a good time. I had a real good time.
Yeah, like I said, this is always a fun track to come and watch, and like I said, they always put on a good show here. Fun race, and Indianapolis, they're shifting gears again. I think you go from this little 3/4 mile to the 2. I believe that's 2.5, correct, over at Indy. So
Yep.
2.5 mile, a little bit different, 4 corners. They'll definitely have to put some practice in shifting gears going to Indy.
Yeah, that's right. And should be fun. I hope you guys will join us next week. But hope you enjoyed the racing tonight. I hope you enjoy the rest of your night. This was the All-American Racing League, the OR Lawn Care Truck Series, in the Chiari Awareness 150 from Richmond Raceway. We are the All-American Sim Racing Network, and we are signing off. Have a good night, folks.